While working at a sawmill on the Penobscot River in 1841, I severely cut my ankle, which caused me to lose a great deal of time from my job and left me with a permanent limp.
Well, Mr. White, and how's the ankle today?
Much better, Mr. Kelly. I'm ready to return to work.
Are you sure, lad? Perhaps you should wait another week.
No, I need all the money I'll earn for my schooling, come fall.
I'll say this, my boyo. Sure, and I admire your courage.
The accident reduced my summer earnings to only $30. In the fall, I limped 40 painful miles home, where I collected my books and my scanty wardrobe. I set off for Reedfield to attend the Episcopal Methodist school there.
White! Hey, White!
Hello, Barnes. How do you think you did on the Latin test today?
Poorly, I should say. Not you, though, I'm sure. All you ever think about is studying.
After all, I'm here to get an education.
Huh. You already know as much as any teacher here about natural philosophy, algebra, Latin, and I don't know what else. Why don't you have a little fun once in a while, like the rest of us?
Studying is fun. I really enjoy my books and what I can learn from them.
Everybody needs to relax once in a while. A bunch of us are going to play cards tonight. Why don't you join us?
No, thanks. I have to go to my room and cook my dinner.
I've heard about those dinners of yours. Cornmeal pudding and maybe an apple.
It's filling.
It's unpatriotic.
I beg your pardon.
You know old Tippecanoe's campaign slogan last year? $2 a day and roast beef for everyone.
Oh, I'm supposed to eat roast beef to please President Harrison, then? Is that it?
Do it for yourself. Move out of that rat trap you call a room and come and live in the boarding house with us. We have good meals there.
Sorry, but I must make my funds last until the end of the term. Thank you, though, for the invitation.
White, your progress has been remarkable. You've conquered all the mathematics we could give you. You're a good grammarian, and you're qualified to teach penmanship.
It's been a pleasure to study here, sir.
Well, here's your certificate. You know, White, if you were to remain one more year, you could qualify for college.
College, sir? Why, I've attended school only 29 weeks in all.
Nevertheless, I hope you will consider higher education.
Yes, sir. I will. The preceptor's words sent my dreams soaring. With expectations high, I started my new teaching assignment in the village of Troy, about 20 miles south of Palmyra.
Here's your school, Mr. White. You'll be teaching 50 pupils divided into several grade levels. About 20 of the scholars are your own age, and a few are even older.
Troy Township has a reputation for a good school and good people. I'm sure I'll get along, Mr. Brody.
Yes, well, I hope so, Mr. White. I sincerely hope so. Well, Mr. White, how's it gone so far?
Very well, Mr. Brody. I get along splendidly with my class, and I've made many good friends among the parents and townspeople.
I'm glad to hear that.
My scholars are so responsive and eager to learn that the time passes swiftly. Here it is, a new year already. Happy 1842. Attention, class. Hold it down a minute. I've got something to say. That's better. Now I can hear myself think. I'm engaged to teach this school next term. Should I return then, I could not ask anyone to obey my orders better than you have this term. Hello, Mother.
James, oh, you're home. Oh, I give you a big hug, except my hands are covered with flowers.
That's all right, Mother. A little flower won't hurt these clothes. Let's have that hug.
Oh, it's so good to have you home.
How's Father?
Your father will be in from the hill pasture for supper soon, and he's feeling just fine. All of us are in good health, physically and spiritually. Have you been attending to your religion, James?
Now, Mother, teaching school is a job that takes all 7 days of the week, correcting papers, preparing tests, and dozens of other duties. No, I have not been to church much this past winter.
Son, I fear for your soul.
Oh, come now. I was baptized into the Christian denomination when I was 15, and have you ever heard me swearing or seen me drinking?
No, and I'm glad of that. But the way you buried yourself in study and teaching makes me fear. I think you love this world more than you love Christ.
Well, how are my friends in town? Have you seen them lately?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Brother Oakes of Boston has been lecturing at our meeting house on the second coming of Christ about the year 1843.
Oh, Mother.
A good reformation has followed his lectures, and most of your schoolmates have experienced religion.
But, Mother, this preacher Oakes is a Millerite.
I suppose you can call him that, but his teachings come from the Bible and not from any man.
But, Mother, this Miller person is a fanatic. He professes to know more than Jesus himself. Christ said, "But that day and that hour knoweth no man, neither the Son, but the Father only."
As the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Remember that one?
Well, yes, but...
God gave the time to Noah so he could warn the world.
But Paul said, "Know that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night."
Aha! But he was speaking of the ungodly. They will not receive the warning. They will not be looking for Christ, but the righteous will.
All right, Mother, all right. I'll go to the meetings with you and keep an open mind.
Okay.
Night after night, I listened to the powerful sermons and heard my friends and neighbors give testimony. I heard my schoolmates speak of the love of Christ and was convinced that God's voice was being heard in the Advent movement. But my conviction brought me a problem.
James, you seem preoccupied. Is there something on your mind?
I wish I had never gone to those Advent meetings. Now there's this voice in my head. I've tried to work it off in the fields, but it won't let me alone.
What voice?
It keeps telling me to go out and warn people about the Lord's coming. Visit your scholars, it says. My pupils in Troy. Mother, I don't want to do it. I have other plans.
Have you prayed about it, son?
Oh, how I've prayed. The other night, high on a hill under the stars, I fell on my knees and begged God to leave me alone.
Did you receive an answer?
Just that voice saying, "Visit your scholars. Visit your scholars." No, I will not.
Where are you going?
Up to my room to pack for school. That is my destiny.
Why, James White, where are you headed?
Howdy, Elder Bridges. I'm on my way to Newport Academy.
I'm heading into Newport. Hop in. I'll give you a lift.
Well, I'm grateful, sir. It's a long hike.
Getting up there. You know, you're getting more education than most young men around Palmyra. Now that's a responsibility. You should give some thought to going into the ministry and becoming a preacher. Spreading the word of God, James. Just think of it.
All during the drive, Elder Bridges talked my ear off about its being my duty to become a minister, which was the last subject I wanted to hear. When he finally let me off at the school, I was greatly relieved.
Well, Mr. White, you're all signed up for your classes. You'll begin first thing Monday morning. By the way, have you found a place to live?
Yes, ma'am. I have a room just a few blocks away from the school. It's quiet, and I should be able to study very well there. The first permanent conquest of Britain by the Romans took place in A.D. Oh, why can't I remember? Was it A.D. 36? The Romans occupied Britain from the lower Cornish peninsula to the present Scottish border. Queen Boadicea of the Iceni in A.D. Stop it! Stop! I'll go visit my scholars.